Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We have two teams in today's game with plenty of confidence as they're riding big-time winning streaks. It's the Jaguars going up against the Colts. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, from the heartland of America, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be caught at the 30. A huge play there right off the bat. 45 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got time. Looking deep downfield. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. So on fourth down, on comes the Jaguars. Jason Myers now for the field goal try. There'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And right away, he lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. And a look at the defense now. Third and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So they recover the fumble in plus position, but they can't go anywhere. In fact, they go backwards, but they do get a field goal out of it.
They'll take the 3, but in a lot of ways, they feel like they let themselves down by not capitalizing, and they definitely let the defense down for getting the key turnover.
Now Goff on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Jackson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Goff now on second down. Philip Dorsett holds it in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Philip Dorsett, 81 yards. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with an extra point.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 7 yards to go on second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Coleman. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They come up in an offset eye. They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. And we take you through the starting defense for Jacksonville.
Malik Jackson is very steady and awfully productive.
Here we go now. No, check.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And the gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed it to the fullback, right? As we evolved, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 51 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end. Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? check your playlist.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now they'll run it on the taunts. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And Myers able to knock it through. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it. Blue.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Left side, it's Dorsett. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of working.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
2nd and goal to go now. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Here we go.
the toss. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the second quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to throw. And his pass incomplete. Third down at 8 now. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is caught at the 20. A big play that time for Jacksonville. 47 yards. So they're operating in the red zone.
There's obviously nothing shy about the guys dialing up offense here. They take a shot on 3rd down, and boy, did they get rewarded, even though there was good defense on the play.
And that is incomplete here. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Detroit! Detroit! Let's go! 56! 56! Hurry up! Here we go!
On play action, they'll throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Hurry up! Here we go!
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will push the lead up to 5. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not.
Try to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And they'll get him. And another timeout taken by the Colts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by, but that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far, but it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Colts getting ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now, that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, the tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
They were stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this will be taken at the 13. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try to hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
They go play action here on 1st down. Wilson snags it left side. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards on the pickup. And it's good enough for an Indianapolis 1st down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Set. 319. 319. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Leopard. Leopard. Set. Green. Leopard. Leopard.
This is Coleman. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
The throw on 2nd down is gone. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Bullock will put this one through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guy... On the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical, spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll fake the handoff. Now gone. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And to give this time to the tailback. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
This is away and a very good kick. Angled for the sidelines. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. ground with Coleman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Drops it off for Coleman. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Watch the run.
The slot man in motion right.
Over.
Time running out here on the play clock. Goff on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 11 on the gain there. And that'll be good for an Indianapolis first. First down, gone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Here's Coleman. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. They come out here in the eye. Coleman now. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
All right, here we go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal, and if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel, and I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
And he will be brought down here.